Welcome to the first episode on YouTube. 4 weeks ago when I posted this video, I did not expect it to go viral. I did not expect so many people to want to follow this journey. And that led to me making some pretty big decisions. Obviously, I committed to doing this full time. And then the next big thing for me to organize was to work out how I was financially going to afford to make this possible and make this dream become a reality. And I've been able to put those ducks in a row. Obviously, I have a lot of commitments financially in Australia, which I needed to basically make sure I had sorted so that I could prioritize this dream and try and make it become a reality that I can try and turn pro in 12 months time. And now that all those ducks are in a row, I've been able to come up with a really amazing schedule for the next few months. And that's exactly why I'd like to welcome you guys to New Zealand. Absolutely pinching myself that I'm here. I can't believe the opportunity that I've got. There's going to be some amazing content coming over the next few months. This is maybe why you now understand there's been a bit of delay in content over the last week or so. Now I'm over here, I'm so excited for what the content schedule looks like over the coming months. We're broken it into 3 30-day training blocks. Mixed in with that, there's going to be a heap of collaborations with some of the biggest YouTube golfers in the world at some of the most scenic golf courses in the world. I'm so excited that the journey is actually really going to start from scratch here. I don't have a handicap, so you're going to see what it's like when I play my first 18 holes finally on camera. I'm going to be submitting 3 cards at a golf course here to get my handicap. They're all going to be on camera. You're going to get to see that, what I start on. You're going to get to see the daily grind. I've managed to secure a job in the golf industry here as well, which has given me access to some great indoor facilities, which I'll be basically doing daily content through Foresight, so you can track all my data, all my statistics as well. I've basically the 3-month training block that I've scheduled straight away is broken into strength and conditioning, mobility work, on-course management, obviously the grind and the swing changes that are going to come with that as well. So this is what all I imagined, and I can't believe it's all fallen into place. It's going to be some great content. This YouTube channel is going to be a mixture of vlog style videos, which is going to be what this first episode is. There's going to be a lot of more cinematic videos, which is going to be all the collaborations at some of the best courses in New Zealand, like Jack's Point, Tiari Links, Cowrie Cliffs. It's going to be pretty amazing to be able to capture that, and I'm super excited for this journey. I can't wait to bring you guys along. Really excited about the possibilities that are going to come from this, and more so just keen to get to work now that I'm all settled. So let's jump back to Australia, where this all started a couple of days ago. Follow me over to New Zealand. Let's get to work. Let's start grinding. Let's see where my handicap's at the moment, and let's see how low I can get it and how quickly we can go. But how insane is this? So stoked. This is amazing. Let's go. Well, if you are watching this, you're on the very first YouTube episode, and what a way to start it with this announcement. But I'm moving to New Zealand, and this journey is about to get a whole lot more interesting. So obviously 22 days ago I posted this video that for the next 10 days sort of just took its whole course, and then it led me to making the decision to leave my job that I was supposed to start this year. And to be honest, the last week and a half, I haven't been able to pay too much attention to the golf journey because I needed to be able to financially secure myself and work out how I could dedicate myself to this journey 100% and be able to survive financially. And I'm so thankful that all of those ducks are now in a row, and hence part of the reason of moving to New Zealand. You are going to see what it is like finally for me to fully dedicate myself to this and see if I can really turn pro at the end of this year, starting now. And the grind really starts from when I land in New Zealand. I land at 5:55 a.m. tomorrow. I'm just heading home. It's now 2 p.m. home now to finish my packing straight to the airport, and I leave tonight. And as soon as I get there tomorrow, you are going to see daily updates and how serious this is being taken. I've been working over the last week and a half with some of the best people in each of their fields to basically create my first 30-day plan of equal parts mobility work, strength and conditioning, obviously short game, long game, swing, on-course work. We've really structured everything down to my dieting, my recovery of what I need to be doing every single day, 7 days a week. and it's going to be recorded, and you're going to have daily updates, and it's going to be amazing to see where I end up in 30 days time. And I'm actually going to put my 30-day plan as well available for you guys to download, so you can see what I'm going to be doing each and every day, so you can keep track of and also keep me accountable, make sure I'm sticking to it. So yeah, so excited for this opportunity. It's very nerve-wracking. I know not a single person in New Zealand, but for me, I wanted to take myself to one of the hardest conditions places, one of the most scenic places in the world to play golf. Some of the best ball strikers in the world come out of New Zealand because of how windy it can get. I really want to test myself, I really want to push myself, and I really want to dedicate myself, and I'm so thankful for this opportunity. I'm literally living out my childhood dream. Obviously, I've signed some huge deals since that first video went live 22 days ago with Ping, Birds of Condor. You know, there's a heap more which will be announced. So yeah, it's all about to get very real. So welcome to the first episode. Welcome to the journey. Come with me to New Zealand. Just took my dog Soul for his final run, and sucks gonna have to leave this guy behind, but yeah, I'm so excited. It's 4:45 and I am just heading home to grab my stuff, throw it in the car, head to Brisbane Airport, jump on a plane, and start this journey. Wonder how much this is going to cost. We got here a little bit early. I may have taken a little bit too much stuff, which I don't think I'm going to get away with on my excess baggage. I reckon 5 bags, I don't think we're going to get away with too early here. But wish me luck. Let's see how we go. Oh. Well, I have officially made it through security, customs. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. My plane boards at 10:55, and this journey is really starting to get pretty real now. So I'm super excited to really bring you guys behind the scenes and some raw footage of what exactly it's going to take to get me from where I'm currently at now. You know, after playing the last couple of weeks, and honestly haven't had an opportunity to practice as much as I wanted to, because I've been trying to sort a lot of this financial stuff out and come up with a game plan of how I'm going to actually achieve this. And now that's all done, you know, I can really focus. But after playing, you know, 5 or 6 rounds of 9 holes, I think honestly I'm probably sitting at around a 6 handicapper at the moment. But yeah, we land in New Zealand at 5:55 in the morning, and then by the time I get to my accommodation, I'll spend a couple of hours setting that up, and then we're going to get straight into work, and we're going to go to the new golf club where I'm going to base myself out of, and we're going to put 18 holes down and see what we are day 1 landing in New Zealand, where we're at. And then every single day you're going to see the grind, what it takes to get me into a plus handicap and start playing some tournaments. Very nerve-wracking right now, but I'm all in. We're all part of this journey, and let's see where we go. See you on the plane. Well, just landed in Auckland. It's 5:30 in the morning, and it is freezing. It was like 40 degrees today on the Sunshine Coast, and I was laying on the beach at lunchtime, and now it is, yeah, if this is the summer in Auckland, winter's going to be a bit of a shock, I think. But I'm just grabbing a coffee, gonna wait here for about half hour, as I can't pick the keys up till about 7:30 this morning to my place. So kill some time here, and then we'll see how we go. Let's go. We're here. All right, coffee test number 1. Is coffee in New Zealand as good as Australia? Here we go. Definitely had worse. So day one in the grind in New Zealand, and what I wanted to do was create my baseline for all of my numbers. So I'm going to every single week do one of these foresight combine skills tests, which basically the way that it works is it'll throw up different yardages. So straight away it's 55 meters. You get 3 shots for each yardage. Basically you hit 60 shots across all different yardages, and each shot is scored out of 1,000, and that is all based off the current PGA Tour baseline statistics. And each week it'll just give me a great baseline for each of my clubs, each of my distances, show me where I need to be working on, what I need to be improving on, and I can share that, and you guys can track my journey and where I'm actually going. So to be honest, like if I could get at the end of the 60 shots right now, if I could be over 650 out of 1,000, I'd be pretty happy with that, considering obviously I had 10 days when I first started this journey. Honestly, over the last week, I've had so much that I've had to prepare for this move to New Zealand. But day one now in New Zealand, I'm here, we're ready to grind. It's gonna be daily training every single day for us to try and start improving. So I really wanted to get this done straight away so I can figure out where my baseline's at. So let's have a crack. All right, so let's get started. So we start with a 55 meter shot. Let's go, first swing off the plane. Let's see what we can come up with here. That's gotta go. Go. There we go, pretty good. All right, so we're going to 70. So I'm still gonna use my 58. Just play a bit more of a stock shot. Should be good. Stay left. Be good. Come back. Hey. We're going to 90 meters now. I'm going to switch to my gap wedge, 50 degrees. I don't have 54 at the moment, so this would be my perfect 54, but let's try and keep this score above 900, I reckon. Let's play a little knockdowns. Oh, that's not good. Very good. Very good. 145. This is going to be tight. 145. We've got an 8 iron. See how we go with an 8 iron, considering how stiff I'm feeling. Should be good. There we go. Alright, so back to 80 meters. I'm going to go back to a 58 here. Good. 125. It's kind of between 2 clubs for me, but considering I'm stiff, I'm just going to do a little knockdown 9 kind of vibe. That's better. There we go. Go in. Should be good. $110. 46. Easy 46. Oh. 65. This should be a good number for me. Should be a good number. Yep. That's perfect. Oh. Alright, so 737. I think I was aiming for over 650. I'm pretty stoked with that, to be fair. Like I said, from having to barely play like last week while I was organising everything to move over to New Zealand, being on the plane, setting the house up, being able to, as you can see, seeing those stats gives you a really good indication of what to work on. So it's all my longer stuff, and that's obviously because, you know, I'm picking it up on the outside at the moment, just because it was my ribs. My ribs have stopped hurting now, but it's all to do with, I feel like, just being so stiff and tight. So, you know, my shorter stuff, I feel like I'm okay at the moment. That 110 range was obviously my highlight. But yeah, from 125, this gets progressively worse. So, yeah, some really good stats there. I'll take a photo of this and pop it up on the screen anyway, so you can have a look at. But anyway, this is something I'm going to do every single week. So every single episode that comes out, I'm going to have one of these skills tests on there, so you can hopefully see that number increasing. Obviously this week I'm going to spend a lot of time working on my mobility and core to feel like I can give myself the best chance of being able to swing correctly, so that I can really try and tighten my swing up so that we can work on that 125 plus range. But yeah, let's see how we go. I think that was a pretty good start, actually. So I'm just at my temporary accommodation. I'm moving to my unit that I'll be staying at full time next week. So I'm just here for a couple of days, but to give you an idea, like I said, I'm trying to break this down as much as possible in segments. So I've got obviously all the stuff that I'm going to be working on course. I'm going to be working on stuff with my coaches in regards to my swing, but the biggest thing for me is I want to get my body as fit as possible to be able to give me the freedom to swing the best way that I can possible. I think the biggest misconception about golf is that it's not an athletic sport, but if you have a look at any golfer that's dominated over the last 20 years, or any golfer that's even in the top 30% of golfers in the world, they are so athletic, so fit. You only have to have a look at the college programs to see what emphasis is put on to fitness, mobility, strength and conditioning, speed training. It is actually one of the most athletic sports that exists. So I'm putting a huge emphasis on the fitness side of stuff. So, and to the point where I'm tracking so much stuff each day. So I'll show you close up what I'm tracking here, but basically every single day I'm going to be tracking my morning weight, the steps that I consume, my movement kilojoules, my total kilojoules for the day, calories that I've burned for the day, calories that I've consumed for the day, my nighttime weight, and then once a week I'll also be doing a skills test, and I'll have a reflection on where my handicap is. And over each of these training blocks that I'm doing, I'll be able to see trends and data as to performing, you know, when I eat clean, when I exercise enough, what that results to my weight. I've got different goals regarding my weight, my body fat index, my body mass index, and also just where I want to get physically. And I want to see what direct correlation that has in terms of my skills test, and then the flow and effect to my handicap as well. So I'll do the skills test once a week and a reflection on my handicap once a week. But everything else I'm going to be tracking daily, or twice a day, like my weight. So as you can see, day one, I'll pop this up on the screen as well, but day one I have started the morning with 80.1 kilos, which is pretty nuts considering 18 months ago I was 106. So I did 28,511 steps today. That resulted into 3,297 movement kilojoules, which was a total kilojoules burned today of 11,211. I burned 2,722 calories. I consumed 2,115 calories, and my nighttime weight is 79.5. So I've lost 0.6 kilos today. My skills test today was 737, and at the end of this week I will do a report of my handicap, which will obviously be, once I put my 3 cards in, what that results at. So yeah, really going to go into huge detail in these more vlog style episodes that I'm putting up. There's going to be multiple of them each week on this channel, so you can track the journey. I'm going to be, like I said, breaking it down into things that I'm doing in the gym, all of the stuff that I've been working with my physio. I'll be putting up my drills that I'm working on. I'll be putting up, all the stuff that I'm working on to increase my mobility, all the stuff that I'm doing that's golf specific in the gym. So yeah, really keen to keep these vlog style stuff going. And then obviously there's going to be the insane collaborations that I'm doing when I'm playing some of these golf courses. There'll be more of the cinematic productions that you'll be able to see. But yeah, I really want to keep this like multiple times a week posting on YouTube so that you can see the improvement and the progression that I'm doing. It also helps keep me accountable as well. So yeah, I'll take you along for all the behind the scenes stuff as I get set up in the new place that I'm moving into, and obviously when I get started at my new course. We're still figuring out what course that's going to be in New Zealand. Still a lot of details to figure out, but I think it's just super important for me to get here, hit the ground running, get stuck in day one, and let's start to see some progression and to start to put the grind in, because from what I've seen, in about 55 days is probably the first major tournament in New Zealand that I want to register myself for, and really try and have a crack at doing a multiple day tournament and seeing where I compare against people that have been competitive and actively competitive for the last few years. So yeah, really keen. Next episode that I'll drop will be in a couple of days, and that'll be my first round of 18. There'll be some more stuff working at the indoor centre that I'm working at as well, what I'm working on, and a whole heap of other stuff as well. So stick around for the journey. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but if you can put a comment in there and also subscribe, it definitely helps grow this channel. This is going to be a major way that by you guys doing that is going to help feed this channel, what we're going to be able to do on here, and yeah, the direction that it goes in. So once again, thank you guys so much for this opportunity, this journey that you guys have followed on. I can't believe I'm sitting here in New Zealand and really going to start the grind, or it's already started. So let's see how long it takes me to get this handicap back down to scratch. Let's see where I start. You can finally actually put some predictions, what you actually think after 3 rounds my handicap's going to be, in the comments. And yeah, let's see how we go.